Hello, hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is your weekly reading for April 14th through April 20th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's theme, and then I'm going to pull a Celtic cross and we'll clarify as needed. So I've got the warrior, perfectionism, and burnout. So maybe you've been pushing towards a very specific goal, which makes sense, right? Sagittarius is all about aiming that arrow and focusing. So there's something here. Let's look further. We've got the hunter, track down your fears and desires. So maybe you've been doing a lot of introspective work. And then this reads Garden of Venus, number 25. 25 reduces to 7. It reads rest and renewal. So maybe you really have been focused on something like, this hunting energy, hunting something down, and it maybe has taken a toll on you and it's time to rest. So we're going to go ahead. Hold on one second. Let me get these cards straight. So we're going to go ahead and pull for a Celtic cross. Spirit, go ahead and tell me what is the present situation for Sagittarius this week. What is the present situation for Sagittarius? We've got the Four of Wands. So this is all about maybe marriage. So you could be in a relationship that you want to take to the next level. But it's also about community and freedom. And these people are in a mood of celebration, right? They are in a happy space and time, and they are also entering a gateway. So the Four of Wands basically looks like the number 11, right? You've got wands on either side of this celebration happening in the central position, right? These people appear to have just been married in the traditional deck, but in other decks, you can see that it's generally a party happening under this, portal way. And so this is their joining community, right? So there's something there. So what else do we have? And what is the challenge? What's the challenge? What's preventing Sagittarius from living this life of deeper commitment and in community? Let's see what's going on. The Lover's card. So this is Gemini energy, and it's about making a choice. So I feel, to be honest with you, based on your initial cards, you might find yourself being apprehensive or holding back with the people that you're currently aligned with. I feel like there's also like making a choice, and your readings have been about this for weeks now, where you're basically changing course, right? To pursue something that's more meaningful for yourself. So what's led Sagittarius to this position? How did we get to this place of wanting to, we're at a crossroads. So I've got the Wheel of Fortune came out. I'm going to take both of these cards because they came out together. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. So a few things. Wheel of Fortune's all about luck and right timing, right? And it's also a karmic wheel, meaning that maybe you've gotten to a space where you have closed out a karmic cycle, or you've kind of juiced a tower moment for all it was worth in the past, right? Whatever has happened to you, whatever you lived through, now you're saying, okay, well, what was the purpose of all that? And is it holding you back from how you show up in relationship? Is your past holding you back for how you trust others? And that's a very human experience to have. And it just happens to be that right now, your wheel is turning in this particular sector of your life. And it's asking you to look at things differently and to take pause, because the number 12, which is Hanged Man energy, is the number 1, which is about your identity and self, and then the number 2, which is about relationship. So this is suggesting maybe you need to take another look with how you show up in relationship. And is it your past hurts that are keeping you from living a life that is meant for you? And if that's happening, Sagittarius, what you really need to think about is, why are these past people and characters writing a script when it's yours to write? You know what I mean? And I think that, and the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. So the Hierophant means that this is a very spiritual card. You could be in a position that you're being called to do spiritual work, right? Because I can sense that you want more from life. That's how it's coming through, that you're really looking to have more meaning come from the work and the energy you produce. That it's specific, but that's what's coming through. So let's keep going. 1 second, please. Actually, let me put these over here. All right. And then all right. So the next card is what would be a likely outcome this week, right? It's not the final outcome, but it's just like what is one thing you can expect. So the Tower card comes up. So something very sudden appears this week that has the catalyst of going deeper with this exploration. And I got to be honest, and that was a lot of words. But truly, I feel that for many of you, Sagittarius, you're at a crossroads in relationship and community, like just being around other people. Like, I feel like maybe there was a period of isolation here. And now it's like, oh, can I do it? Can I be around all these humans? Do I really want to take my relationship to the next level? Am I worthy of love? That's what I'm feeling. Am I worthy of love? So there's a Tower moment here that takes place. Hold on 1 second. And actually, I was going to clarify this Tower moment before I went further, but these cards flew out. So let's look at it. The Sun card came out. Amazing. The King of Cups came out. And the Hierophant shows up again, right? So the Hierophant, again, is that spiritual calling. This is when you are being called to be in right relationship with yourself, your true purpose. And, this is like about being in alignment with the divine. So the divine can mean so many things to so many people. So this is just your higher self. And that's how I'm going to express it on this channel. But truly, it's whatever you want it to be. Whatever you communicate with on a regular basis, that you're in alignment, right? You're getting there. And it's like this aha moment because it's coupled with the Sun and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a person that can take their emotions and their needs and their own dramas and traumas, right? Their love, their compassion, all their emotions, and they can balance that against that of their partners, against that of the people around them. They're very mature and they can, they're loving, they're kind, but they don't allow their energy to flow into actually it's the other way around. They don't allow for the energy of others to flow in their world. So if you look at this king, right, is seated on top of a throne, and the throne is on top of choppy waters. So hopefully you can see that a little bit. And the king is sitting there unbothered. So that's the energy that's coming through. I feel like this Tower moment happens. It's sudden. You didn't expect it, but you are unbothered because I feel, Sagittarius, truly that it's like, it's happening for you. And maybe, for example, let's say you walk into work, right? If that's your situation, you walk into work and that person that's been getting on your nerves for the last 3 years happens to just, it happens one last time, and that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And you know what? You're unbothered by it, but you take action to pursue, that's when you start putting your resume out, for example. Or you walk in and that person no longer has the job there, and then things turn out to work out for you. It's that kind of energy, right? It's like something super sudden that you didn't expect, and then it actually turns out to be the best possible situation you can have. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is what do you want to happen? So 2 cards came out, and we'll take them both. I've got the King of Wands and the Nine of Swords in the reverse, though. And while I don't take reversals generally, I'm going to read it that way because, see, the Nine of Swords is like when you're up at night and you're anxious and like you can't sleep because you're thinking, you've got something rent-free in your head. And the King of Wands is building a vision. Also fire energy, right? So you're showing up in your reading. And I feel like, okay, consciously, you've got to stop living this loop, and you're ready to take control and you're ready to do it. But maybe again, it's this energy of like feeling stuck with this Nine of Wands or Nine of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling like, I guess it's that energy of like, how am I going to make it happen? And I see the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. 1 second. What are your underlying feelings about this commitment? Because that's truly what's coming up for you this week, Sagittarius. It's like a commitment. And if it's not a commitment to another person, then I feel like this is a commitment to your greatness, a commitment to your goals, and a commitment to yourself and your evolution. For some of you, this is definitely about a relationship going next level. I mean, I see it between the Four of Wands, the Lover's card, you know, the Sun, the King of Cups. There is love available here if that resonates for you, right? And I feel like the aha moment or the tower moment, if this is for you and about relationship, is going to be that you actually take that step to deepen the commitment. So maybe you get a ring put on it, or you put a ring on it, you guys decide to move in together. Like something, if this is for you about the relationship, something happens major this week. And it allows you to kind of continue to plan for the future. And if that's not the case for you, again, this is about like making huge shifts about how you show up in relationship and what's been preventing you from doing it. And it's coming across like maybe the way you grew up, or you know, like what you saw day in and day out of how relationships were handled is not really how you want to express yourself in relationship. So you're healing from that. And I feel also like there's an opportunity for you to help others in the future with, I guess, the experiences you've had yourself. So take that how it resonates. All right. So, okay. The Star card. This is basically your subconscious feelings about the whole thing, like things that you don't even recognize about this situation. And it's exactly what I said. There's a lot of healing here and a lot of transforming. The Star card is number 17. Number 17 reduces to number 8. 8 is a number of material abundance and bringing things into manifest form, right? And it's also a number of success. This card is Aquarius energy and ruled by Uranus, right? So it's going to be about bringing things into material form because of a healing that has taken place. And I feel like ultimately what this means for you, Sagittarius, is that you're questioning, like, can you, again, are you worthy? Are you healed enough to be in relationship? Are you ready to be vulnerable, right? Because the Star card, if you look at her, she is nude. And I'm trying to get a good view of that, but there we go. In any event, she's nude and she's being vulnerable, and you're maybe considering if that's something you're ready to do as you transform and show up in relationship. So let's go ahead and keep going. What's the advice? One second for Sagittarius. The advice is Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is a visionary, but her head's above the clouds. And she can see clearly, maybe even for the first time. And this is what it is. You start to see things for what they really are. You see what's your responsibility and what isn't. You see where outside influences are controlling you, right? And then you release that, because the truth is, Sagittarius, no one should be in control of you except for you. So, you know, we often think that we are driving the ship, and then we recognize, well, hold on, that loop, I didn't sign up for that loop. You know, I didn't sign up for, you know, abusive parents, or I didn't sign up for a nasty best friend, or I didn't sign up for a work that, you know, didn't pay me enough. Fill in the blank, right? At the end of the day, like it or not, an esoteric mindset says we did sign up for it. We signed up for each and every experience. And so why is that? What did our energetic beings need to learn while in corporeal form? What is it? So this Queen of Swords says, hey, start thinking about it like that. Maybe it happened for you, not to you. Now, what are you going to do with that information? This suggests that you're going to be able to build a better future because you understand it. And you say, okay, I'm going to have one hand extended, like the Queen of Swords, saying, all right, if it's for me, bring it. I'll take it. But if it's not, I have no parts of it. The sword comes down. And so this is the advice of discernment and discretion is how it's coming through. So as you proceed and as you become vulnerable, and as you re-enter society, and as you re-enter relationship, and as you explore the multifaceted reality that is available to you, I feel like you start to make different decisions, and I feel this energy of you move different. So what external forces does Sagittarius have to deal with this week, please? What are the external forces affecting Sagittarius this week? Queen of Wands. Very magnetic. She's very inspirational as well. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine and how you express yourself. We all house both energies within us. This suggests that you are going to be in a I don't know, what's that word I'm looking for? Just very magnetic, right? People are going to want to hear what you have to say. They're going to be curious about what you're doing. And maybe that becomes a little uncomfortable. But the truth is, you're amazing. So when you decide to step back into what's it called, into relationship, when you decide to, come out of hiding, so to speak, because you have been super focused, that energy has been coming through for weeks. You guys have been like just, I don't know, focus, building, creating, reestablishing yourself. And I feel like this week it's when people start to notice. And maybe it's because you start to notice and you start to walk a little differently. I feel like you're moving differently in the world. So what are your hopes and fears? I will tell you that both of these cards came out. So I'm going to take these both because they're flipped up, if you can see that. That was the 5 and 7 of Wands. So I'm taking them both. Now, this is about conflict, about competition and disruption and pettiness and bullshit is what it is, right? 5 of Wands. These people are not masterminds. They're fighting with sticks. How annoying, right? And it's like that energy of like, oh, I'm going to have to deal with the drama if I actually take the next step. And fill in the blank for what that next step is for you. But again, anytime that you step into the best version of yourself, it annoys the people around you who are not living their best life, because it is a constant reminder that, damn, I'm not doing enough. And there's Sagittarius over there experiencing their glow up. Damn, I'm a loser, right? That's what happens when you glow up and the people around you cannot. So what is the 7 of Wands? 7 of Wands says, well, then you need to build some boundaries. And I think that's both a hope and a fear. The hope is that you elevate so well and so quickly and so vastly that it's noticeable to yourself and to others, and that you inspire those around you. On the other hand, doing so, you're going to have to build boundaries, and you're going to have to fight for what you want as well, because you do have energy coming towards you potentially that is a little bit combative. However, that's just a hope and a fear. It's not maybe true. And if that comes your way, what can you do? You can pivot, right? You don't have to be around it. So just focus on you, Sagittarius. So what is the final outcome for Sagittarius this week? Okay, that was too many cards. Thank you. What is the final outcome for Sagittarius? This one? 6 of Cups, things coming full circle. So 6 of Cups can mean someone from the past, or re-enlivening a friendship, going back to a familiar place. But this, in your reading, and the same thing happened with Leo. So if you have Leo in your chart, you might want to check that one out. But this is about things coming full circle, right? A complete understanding of where you have been, where you are today, and where you are going. And you're releasing an old paradigm. I'm telling you, I see that so clearly. It's like you are trusting that you are the writer of your own story, and you're going to go ahead and pick up that pen this week, and nothing's going to stop you. So let's go ahead and look at the shadow work for Sagittarius this week, please. What is the shadow work for Sagittarius? Number 29. 29 reduces to the number 11. And 11 is, again, your very first card this reading was the 4 of Wands, right? And I said that is a number 11. You're walking through a gateway. So let's see what this reads. Anger and chains. Number 29. Anger and chains. So let's break down the number 29 and the number 11. 2, number of relationship. 9, number of endings, completions. And again, there's so many more meanings, but this is just what's coming through. There's an ending to the way you view yourself in relationship, and it's going to lead you to number 11, freedom. The fear is that you're bound to this life of solitude. The fear might be that you are never going to find love. The fear might be that you are not good enough to experience the frequency and the vibration of love. However, this card says, yes, you can. This is a false belief. It's your shadow work, right? It's your shadow work. Let go of this devil energy that this other people's programming about who and what you are is false. So let that go as you step into your main character energy, because Hierophant, you're being called to your divine calling. Sun card, it's happening, right? You're being led by the brightest star in the sky, Sagittarius. That's no joke. So what is the empath card for Sagittarius this week, please? What is the empath card for Sagittarius? 39, experiencing the reality of change. Bottom line, right? We are meant to change. We are meant to evolve, explore. We're meant to succeed and fail. We're meant to. Why? Because we're energetic beings and we're here to experience the gamut of life, right? That's the point. So don't get so stuck in your head. It's easier said than done. However, if you say it enough, it becomes easier to do. Don't get so in your head about the ebbs and the flow of life, right? Imagine how boring life would be if it was everyday flatline. No, we came to Earth to do something different, to live it. So, experience what it is to change, because that evolution is the most beautiful part of this experience. The joy is in the work of the rediscovery of who you are. So, I love that for you, Sagittarius. I really, really do. And remember, as you go through all of this, we're all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. This was a general reading, so if you're looking for a more personal experience, please stop by my website at www.starswithstasi.com, where you can book a personal reading and astrological charts. You can also get mediumship readings as well. I would love to work with each and every one of you. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff. Share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment below. I do respond to each and every one of them, and I'm so grateful you've decided to spend your afternoon with me. So, until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Shine brightly, Sagittarius, and I wish you all the luck this week ahead.